Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back. It's your boy Lumenaddy. Today's January the 25th and let's get right into it. So today the big news today was the 2018 Stellar Roadmap came out. Everyone was waiting for this to drop. There were high expectations and I don't want to say that it didn't deliver because personally reading it I was very confident in Stellar right after reading this. But I do believe a lot of people were expecting some major announcements in terms of partnerships or maybe a market maker. But they really focused on the foundation, and then they clearly defined it. Just a quick recap: they have two major goals to improve and really increase the function of the Stellar decentralized exchange. And secondly, to incorporate the Lightning Network on Stellar, which I found pretty interesting because I didn't even know that was an option. I always thought Lightning Network was related to Bitcoin. And actually one of my fears was that when that Lightning Network comes on Bitcoin, that it would increase the value in Bitcoin and all the altcoins would be forgotten. But just to hear that they're ahead of the game and they're thinking about already incorporating Lightning Network on Stellar to increase scalability. And plus, in order to do that, they're using one of Bitcoin core developers, Jeremy Rubin, in order to incorporate this and make this even more efficient. Man, they're ahead of the game. They're already thinking about possible challenges and addressing it before anyone else. And they left us with this incredible Easter egg at the end where they talked about partnerships and what we can expect. And I remember last year when they announced IBM, I mean, it just increased the value tremendously. There was an insane spike. And they said that they were going to announce or mention more of the planned major partnerships at events around the world this spring. So it's still to come. So I mean already off the start 2018 is looking beautiful for Stellar, and I'm so glad we're all part of this journey. Do spread the word. And with that in mind, let's get right into the charts because that's why we're here. Okay, so yesterday was a big day. Let's get to the daily chart, right? This candle right here was the, where we're going to see we've been talking about this for the last 3 days, where we're going to see the event where they sell the news. If you get into the 15-minute chart, my time, the news came out at noon. Noon is around here. That's when the news came out. For me, and we see that the price actually had hit its daily high a little bit before that, and then was already on its way down while the news came, and the news didn't really change much. So it might have already been factored in, and we didn't have the swing in prices like we had earlier talked about. So that's all right. That's all right. We had discussed where we could possibly take our profits with the trade at that time. I believe we were at 49, hovering around 49.30s, right? And we had said maybe you could take it every 250 satoshis. You could take your trade, and if you had followed that, you would have had crossed almost three. Yeah, you would have crossed 3 target levels at 250, at 5,250, at 5,500, and at 5,700, and well, I guess you might have not hit. Yeah, you could have 5,750 as well. And many of you might be wondering, all right, well, how could we predict today's daily high, and how could that have been known earlier? Because from our previous retracements that we have drawn, it didn't seem to touch any retracement level, right? So we had, let's go back to we have to go to the monthly for that. Okay, so we have one major retracement drawn from the start of price action on this chart from 2014 to now, and that has some key levels over here, right? And then as we go into it, we see on the current leg of price movement up, let me get a little bit because it's a little bit cluttered. Okay, there we go. From the current leg of the price movement over here going up, we drew another retracement to see where these levels would be at. And then we had a predictor for the future. This retracement is where we expect price movement to go in the future. And so we already drew our retracement in that to see as the price reaches the expected level. This is a forecast. Is it obeying these key levels of that retracement? Well, to that, I can say, well, let's just pay attention at this 76% retracement level of the future Fibonacci retracement chart that we had drawn. If we go, that level's at 53.61, right, Satoshis. If we go to the hourly, let's see if we were at any point, we had gone 53.61 would be right here, right? And so we saw initially on this candle price breaking that 53.61, then kind of hovering around that level. It was a little bit higher, 53.76. Still not breaking way past it, and then finally broke through it and then reached a daily high. It came back down, and we're again at 53. It was between 96 though. But between 61 and 96, it's still pretty close. These levels won't be spot on, but you're looking at a plus or minus I'd say 200 Satoshis, or maybe that's a little too much of a variance. Maybe your confidence interval can be a little bit shorter, so maybe plus or minus 100 Satoshis is a pretty good. But you can see it came back and respected that level again, went a bit below, but then it came back again to that level. And this is on the hourly. You can see that it's respecting it again. So I would say this is a confirmation that that level is pretty significant. And so I'm pretty confident that this is showing me that we're still headed for a future price target of 98.63 Satoshis because as it's going up, it's starting to respect these levels from that retracement. So that's a positive, okay? So that's number one. So it did respect a level there. Number two, on our daily movement, on our daily chart, so that this is the chart from yesterday to today, right? On this chart, how do we know where we can expect the price to end? How high can it go? Where's that information coming? Well, again, Fibonacci retracements are going to be your best friend. So you're going to have to draw out Fibonacci retracements, see when a lot of these levels start converging upon itself, and it's all about where you choose your highs and your lows for these retracements. So in order to find levels for this weekly candle, right, I'd look at the previous high, which is right here, and from reaching the previous high in the consolidation, what's the lowest point? So I'd look at this point right here, right? So if we just draw that retracement level, right? There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. There we are. What can we see? Look at this. It's respecting levels. It's respecting levels. It's respecting the 50th, right? It didn't close above the 50th, so we can say that it's coming back down. So it came back down, and then it broke it, right? And it even broke the 76th percentile level. And what do we say? Anytime it breaks the 76th percentile level, it's headed in that direction that it's broken into, right? So in this case, it's broke the 76th percentile on a bull run, so it's going to continue up with this bull run. And if we move to the daily, right? Well, here, yesterday when we had ended our video, we were around 49.83, somewhere right below 5,000. And we had said we can expect it to consolidate at key levels, right? Well, guess what? It broke through this, which I believe is the 76% level. Yes, it did. Yes, it is. Yeah. So it broke through the 76% level, hit its daily high, and then consolidate right around it. So if you had, your buy here, and you could have sold up there, but even if you sold at the level over here because you wanted to see if it'd go higher, you still made a good profit. You made about a almost 500, really 400, 500 Satoshis. That's good profit. So today, well, let's talk about today then. So today going into tomorrow, that would be this candle. Where can we expect it to complete, right? The The next level from here is the 6,000 level. So it'd be fair to say that it could possibly touch there. The stochastic RSI is at a overbought level. However, there might still be room. Let's see if we go down to a lower time frame, if there's any hope of hitting this 6,000 level. I think so. I think there is. We're still trending up there. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, we could still go up there. A safer buy would be, though, to wait for the stochastic RSI to be a little bit on the 3 hour. It is still pretty. I was going to say to wait for it to be a little bit lower. It is a little bit lower. This level, though, would be kind of key, because if it touches this because of the previous high and comes back down, you might have a consolidation occur, right? Because on the daily, you can see the stochastic RSI is trending towards the overbought. So should you get right into it right now? That's a tough call. It might be a position if you're already in a position, just hold, right? If you're looking to get into it right now, long term, it's a safe buy, because where's our end target? Our end target is up here, right? Our end target's up here. So it's anything that you put in right here is always going to be good long term. But if you're looking to just get in, get out in a day or two, would this be the best trade to do? I don't know. I don't think so. I think when it comes to trading, 80% of the time you should be analyzing. 20% of the time you should actually be involved in the trade. That will save you from being in any bad trades or having too many outcomes that are bad. I wouldn't probably get in on a day trade right now, but I would definitely get in on a trade if I was looking to just get in and keep it long term. So finally, before we head out, we got to look at one more thing. Always, whenever we're considering if we can expect some rapid movements in price or not, look at volume. Remember yesterday we touched on volume and how that indicates whether price action is going to continue in a rapid movement or not. And currently we're at 692, so it's around the same. So I would say that right now, just hold would be my recommendation. If you're already in the game, obviously don't sell. But if you're looking to get into a day trade, I would wait for the stochastic RSI to get to a bottom point. Where are we over here? Yeah, to get on the daily to get to a bottom. That'd definitely be a good buy. Or if you look at the hourly and see if this gets to a bottom, then you can definitely buy in as well, and you're comfortably good for the day. On a shorter interval, let's see if there's anything that's really encouraging. Nope, not right now. So it's more of a wait. Just wait it out. All right, y'all. So that's it for me today. We'll catch you tomorrow. Just to recap on the daily. This could be another consolidation over here. This could be the daily high for the day. It could potentially hit 6,000. Not really convinced right now that it would, or that it's headed there. I think you might see price action dip down a little bit. If I go to the 30, yeah, I feel like this could dip down a little bit and then spike up. So you could probably get a good buy-in around 53.81, which just so happens to be around where the 53.61, yeah, which just happens to be this key level right here. I think the price is going to dip back down to this level, and then that's definitely a good buy-in, even for a short trade. I think you buy in there, and then you'll easily be able to collect about maybe 250 to 500 satoshis up for the day trade. But for the long-term trade, any buy-in anywhere is good. Just buy and hodl. All right, y'all. That's it for me. I'll catch you tomorrow. Shout outs to everyone that's been subscribing, watching the views. I'm looking at where all the views are coming from. They're coming from Brazil. They're coming from Portugal. They're coming from, obviously, the States, Canada. Much love to everyone out there. Thank you. I really appreciate it. To me, it's really exciting. It's just a passion for me to be able to spread this. But it would really be awesome if you could give some comments or feedback, because I really enjoy learning. So if if there's something on these charts that I'm not seeing that you're noticing, tell me. So we can just help everyone out. All right, y'all. We'll talk soon. Take care and see you tomorrow. Peace.